My name is Dawn and I'm excited to be presenting my project to you today. I hope you're well and you and your families are well in this crazy weird world we're in right now. So this project is ultimately the project of juggling letters of the alphabet in a 3D form as a juggleable object. I'm developing a new technique in which I use my juggling technique and apply it to letters. Here I have a 3D printed letter, and what it means is I can throw it and catch it and it's droppable, and I'm able to sort of move it around in space. To be juggleable is to be thrown, to be caught, to be droppable. Then I'll add more letters to start juggling anagrams. Then it's about taking away or replacing things to build lists of words that ultimately will become a show. As I've done this research so far, manipulating the words ends up revealing new things about the language that I find really fascinating. And given the opportunity, I will probably spend a very long time creating this type of juggle poetry. So who am I? My name is Dawn Dreams. I've been a contact juggler. I started as a street performer. I've juggled in refugee camps or the Kingston Symphony and a whole wide range of opportunities in between. I've been working as a professional entertainer since 2004. I was voted Canada's Contact Juggler of the Year in 2019. I have been participating in the juggling community for the last 15 years, 10 of which I developed festivals and juggling clubs in Vancouver, Montreal, and Toronto. I've had thousands of hours of practice performing on the streets, on cabaret stages, doing workshops and residencies. This letter juggling idea is a project I've been working on for the last 7 years. I fear that without actually getting money to develop the physical prop, this project will never leave the ground. This work is the most meaningful work that I've created. This show creates these beautiful magic moments where it reveals ideas about words that you've never considered before. Ideas about words that don't work if they're not within the juggling technique context. Without touching it, that is a sculpture. But I want to create an object that I can touch and play with. What that means is that when I put this technique onto these props, I can start to reveal aspects of language that we've never seen before because we've never touched them and played with them and opened up new opportunities. I'm going to share with you some of the work that I was doing during the COVID-19 crisis while I'm quarantined. It's something I've been doing just to sort of deal with what's happening in the world right now, trying to send messages out there.
What do people scream when they see you coming? You know, like, look out! Here comes!
Susan.
Really?
Okay, stop. I just want you to note that I'm not juggling in these videos. I am a juggler, and I want to juggle them. Please remember what I showed you I want to do at the beginning, and look at what I'm actually doing. Everything is on the floor. It's all clown and all emotion. But I have not yet been able to juggle these objects because I do not have the right apparatus.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Between us, distance between our bodies. Stay, stay, give me till they say you stay, stay, stay for a little bit longer. Be strong.
Last types, sipping on last drops, the feelings are last lost.
Now, the last time I did this for the word on the street, I made a show for children, and that's what people often think about when they think about wordplay and working with words. But what I'm finding after that creation that I last did is that the work that I'm doing is not about children specifically. I mean, it can be translated for children, but that's going to be the last step of the work, and not the work that I'm doing right now. The work that I'm doing right now is more about finding my voice through this medium, through the manipulation of objects, through the manipulation of words in a very specific context, and how I can develop my message for the world as someone who is getting older, who is getting deeper ideas, who is maturing and growing into myself and knowing what I want from my work. I need to do the research to find exactly how to share that in a new and unique way that no one has ever done. It also helps that this work differentiates myself from other circus performers. Last year, I performed this work for Word on the Street, and they had great feedback. They really liked the messaging of my show. That version included a lot of talking about failure and how that sort of is part of the process, and how that brings us together as a community and shouldn't separate us or make us compete against each other. They'd never seen anything like it before. They really liked the idea of moving the letters around, and they were very curious about it. Now, Canada will benefit from this work because it reshapes the way we look at words. Canadian circus will benefit from this work because as a circus artist, instead of using circus as entertainment, I'm using circus to look directly at problems, to find the meaning in those problems. So far in the past, I've been working with the letters SMILE to develop this process. It's helped me understand my methodology, the list making, and how it differentiates from one letter to a few letters to a whole word, and what that means if I start to develop sentences with just that one word. I want to say that these shows, these letters, they've all been prototypes. They're proof of concept. I've used cardboard and mattress foam and wood. I've painted them, and I've used chicken wire and corrugated plastic, and I've tried to build them in a myriad of ways to see what happens, and it always affects one aspect of the jugglability. 3D printers are now accessible enough to me as an artist that I can create these from plastic, and without the letters, without a juggleable object, they literally can't get off the ground. I can't use them in juggleable ways. I can't trap them. I can't balance them. They need to be very specific. And when I receive these specific letters, I think I can work with them for almost a lifetime. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me about my project today. I hope you and your families are safe and secure, and that you continue to be prosperous despite these hard times. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.